Uh-oh, there I am. There I am. Just a second here. Let me type in my chat rules. Please be over the age of 17 and please be kind to one another. And there we go. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to Sunday. Pop out chat and move it over here and make that smaller. I have to talk myself through these steps so that I get them right each time. Hi, everybody. It's Sunday and welcome to CLAldridgeArt. That's what we're going to be working on today with Prismacolors. It's from this book, and that's the business taken care of. Now I want to know how the heck you are. Well, hi, Mickey. How are you? I am good today. Absolutely good today. And hi, Daryl Lynn. And yes, excuse me. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I'm not a mother, so, well, I guess if you count Coriander, who is, of course, right here, my trusty companion. I count Coriander. What'd you get me for Mother's Day, honey? She says, I'll just be your trusty companion. So, hi, everyone, and welcome. Anybody else enjoying a nice cuppa? Of course, Coriander counts. See, honey, you do count. She says, of course I count, Mom. Of course I count. Anyway, I had all this stuff up for the thumbnail, so let me move it all up, and maybe the little girl will move into the picture. You want to do that? You want to look up at the camera? Say, hi, everybody. I'm not sitting here being cute like I was in the last video, but she says she's getting a little gray in the face. It's so weird to see that. I was looking at her pictures just the other day when she was younger, when I first got her. She didn't have any of that gray at all. We're both getting old, huh? Hello, Static Shock. Welcome. Welcome to my couple of hours in the sun every week. And other than what I can squeeze out of regular videos. And it was, I kept thinking, what am I going to do for videos this week? And it occurred to me to start working on some of my works in progress. And so, the last video was about that. And so this video, I am going to continue this one, which is one of my favorite images. It's the opening image from Dragon's Flowers and Mandala's Oh My. It is the first page. This, of course, being my most recent book. And so this is, only I printed it onto cardstock. And this is when I started, before I think we even released the book. Hi, Barb Singer. And then, sorry, this was the one that I just finished. So I just did the video on this. And as you can see, I added some glitter gel pen and finished out the black dots. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out. And so I thought that I would continue on with this. Now, this project was Inktense. And then, of course, I did the new drawing, which, of course, is pen and ink. So now I am going to use Prismacolor pencils. But before I do that, I'm going to say Happy Mother's Day again to all of the mothers in the house. And I hope that your children blessed you with phone calls or visits or flowers or all of the wonderful things. My own mother's birthday, even though she passed away when I was 20, which is 40 years ago, 41 years ago now. Um, Her birthday was May 7th. Um, so I wished her a happy birthday last week, last Thursday. And then my ex-husband's birthday is tomorrow. So, hey, sweet girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. So how is everybody out there in coloring land? Excuse me. I'm going to count on you guys to talk to me. And in the meantime, I am going to grab some colors and grab up my camera controls here so I can probably get you a little closer to this to start out with. I think I'm still in focus, at least at this point in time. Good but tired. Okay. And I just sort of tired of being inside, or have are you guys open? I mean, different states. I am in a state that is still essentially closed. Whoops. I do not want to, sweetheart. Yeah, space is a little tight up here today, honey. Can you get down? Yeah, I know. I'm out. Hang on. She's out, out, out. Damn. She's got her claws in me now. She didn't want to go down. But between brushes and coffee hot plates and, the fact that this thing opens up, it's like, I don't have enough room. So of course I don't remember the colors that I was using on this, so I'm going to have to wing it until I figure it out. I know that one of them was dioxazine purple, and I think that the other one was probably mulberry, and I think I might have even been using processed red. Ow! I apologize. I do not want to gross anybody out. Hang on. The cat has clawed me again. You didn't get any sleep last night. Well, that would definitely do it to me. And I should say, my sleep patterns are once again completely wigged out. Yeah, I think so too. Let me go grab one real quick. I'll be right back. So I just had to give it a good splash of disinfectant. And now I have a nice Band-Aid with Neosporin already on it. So this is why I buy these, because I have a cat and I get cat scratches routinely. And so I always want to make sure I don't end up with cat scratch fever, if indeed that is a real thing. Okay, that's much better. Thanks, Carolyn. You don't want me to bleed all over everybody? Oh, come on. Okay, so what I'm working on are these flowers here, which, by the way, what we did, well, they were cheap. I can tell you that they were on sale for like $1 at Walmart. And that's the only reason why I have them, is because they were on sale. Otherwise, I'd have just, they would be the Walmart brand, but these were marked for closeout for some reason. I think dioxazine purple was what I was using on the outside of these. I may have used a more like red violet type purple. Let's see if the dahlia purple is any prettier. No, it must have been this. Must have been this. Was it the violet? I don't remember. I honestly do not remember what purple I was using on these. Maybe a mulberry? Yeah, it looks like it was a little bit of the redder. So I was just building up the color. Let me come down and over. There we go. It looks like it's still in focus. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Corolla. And hi to all of the folks who have come in. And thank you so much for choosing to spend a little time with me today. And happy Mother's Day to the mothers and sons. I hope that you wish your mothers an appropriate Mother's Day. And okay. And anyway, so having just my kitty for my the only child I have. She has she's been a royal pill the last couple of days, of course. But there's nothing unusual in that. I was sound asleep earlier, and I hear this mighty crash, and speaking of whom, she has knocked the brushes off the desk again. So, all right, so there's that one. That is just, there's something wrong with the colors that I've got. I need it's almost like I'm missing one of the reds. It's got to be a mulberry. Honey, no. Sweetie, you've got to get down. I apologize. I'm so sorry, but you just can't be there. So this time I'm going to try it with the red. I'm trying to get back to what I was doing here, And that's the problem for me with leaving a work halfway through. And of course, I'm usually pretty good at writing stuff down that I'm using. And on this one, I'm either going to have to go back and watch the video to get it completely right, you know, where we started this. But or I'm just going to have to wing it. So I'm winging it, really. So tell me what's going on with all of you. What kind of a week are you having? Excuse me. Did you do anything interesting this week? I am still on the unsuccessful hunt for toilet paper. If all goes to plan, though, around the middle of this week, I'll have loads of it being delivered. I hedged my bet, and after 3 weeks of being disappointed with my weekly grocery delivery and there not being any TP that I ordered with the order, included with the order, things here are getting a little on the desperate side. This one is lighter pink. So I just thought that I would use that as sort of a blender color to smooth out all of these colors. And just looking to get that same kind of depth that I was able to get in this one. I want them to be really dark, but I want them to glow. You know what I mean? Which is what the marker base was all about. That's why I based them with markers underneath. Sweetheart, I love you, but no, you cannot lay right there. Yeah. Oh, I know. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. Well, there we go. It's a little bit better. And of course, the minute I do that, she's back on the desk. All right, so now I want to be sure and leave a little bit of light space between this petal or this flower and this flower. Now that is a watercolor trick. So I'm going to build up the dark shades. Just trying to leave a really little line of light between those two, so that it shows that they are two entirely different flowers. And I'm just switching back and forth between the dioxazine purple and the other colors. Just sort of being careful here. And I'm using a one-stroke technique as opposed to a circular blending technique. And now I've got the process red, which is like a hot, to me, it's a little like a fuchsia hot pink. You have a stray cat who comes around every year to have her kittens in your yard. Oh, great. She did it again this year, and you're taking care of her. And 5 kittens. Aw, that's sweet. You're good, Crystal. And yeah, yeah, exact. Yes, yeah. I think I did. I did pull a blue in there. Good eye, Nikki. Um, and hi, Kathy. I was gonna say, Daryl, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why toilet paper is in such demand. It's ridiculous, is what it is. Um, I, I mean, surely people can't still be out. I'm out because at the height of when everybody was buying it, I already had some, but I only had a 4 pack because, I'm single. And so what do I need with more than that? Uh, that would be hoarding, for heaven's sakes. And I wanted to make sure that I left it for people who had big families or, and all of that. Well, now I need some, and I can't get a hold of it for love nor money. I made a Facebook post about it, and a lady has ordered some for me, not realizing that I ordered some for myself. So if both those orders show up, one is due on the 13th and one is due on the 15th. But it was 8 days. 8 days before they could possibly ship it. And that's going to be only if they have it. So, so it'll be interesting to see if I actually get toilet paper this week or not. Uh, but I'm definitely watching the delivery or the front porch like a hawk, just to make sure it doesn't disappear. That would not be fun. But I actually, when the lady delivered my groceries um, last Tuesday, I think it was, and neither the TP or the paper towels were there again. Um, and I have to admit, I broke out in tears. It's like, what do you mean? And then, of course, I, got with the program and figured out the workaround because that's what I do. Okay, so now I've just left that, and now I can blend that in. I'll try a little bit of blue around those edges. This can probably be pretty dark. Although this purple, this dark purple seems to be working out with the, and I'm making a mess of this little section right here. But that's only because it's sort of tucked back in here behind everything else. And then I rub it all with my finger and it smooths it out very nicely and makes it glow. Yeah, using washcloths is really cheaper. Exactly. And, for all but, for all but most, it's perfectly fine. Thank you, Thomas. Um, oh, at this point in time, I prefer the Scott because I grew up using the Scott because we always had septic tanks. And so I just automatically use it because it lasts longer and it's single, well, I think it's single ply. It might be double ply, but It lasts forever and it doesn't clog anything. And used coffee filters. Now that's creative. That's absolutely creative. Although coffee filters won't break down. That is the other thing, is they'll break down in a compost, but they don't break down in the water. Which of course is a problem when it gets to the water treatment plant. That's why they say you shouldn't flush baby wipes, because they end up in the filters at the this is what I have to deal with. They end up in the filters at the water treatment plant. And so anyway, did I just, was I talking and not noticing what you were doing, and you just crept right into the picture? Is that it, huh? Is that it, sweetheart? Anyway, we'll see if we can put up with the little girl here. All right, now let me try it a different way here. Let me try putting the pink in the center first, because I'm ending up getting sort of muddy. And I'm going to try a little more subtle light layering, as opposed to, sort of trying to lay down all that pigment all at once. Yes, dear. I'm trying to maintain a delicate balance between how cute it is that you come and lay in the middle of my work, and how annoying it is if you're the one trying to work around you. So I'm just trying to strike that balance now. Yeah. It just looks very cute, doesn't it? What you don't realize is that, might not be the only bandage I'm wearing. Hi, Libby. Oh, honey, how is Jess doing? And yes, and Scott is way easier on the septic tank. Exactly. Yeah. Tanya didn't it just? I think I did that anyway. Let's turn it from that to Nicholas Nickleby. How is it that I had missed this particular Charles Dickens novel until I saw you almost want to call it the Disney version, because it's not. It's an English version. The English, I got to tell you, Mickey and all of my English friends here, you guys just do the best stuff. Your BBC is just the best. This weekend, this weekend. Okay. So this weekend, I got to watch Nicholas Nickleby. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I will talk about it in my follow-up video. Oklahoma, the stage production of Oklahoma, by Jeeves, which I loved. Also a stage play. It's stage play musical. What else? Romeo and Juliet, but that wasn't you guys. Maybe it was you guys. With Paul Giamatti playing the priest, or the friar. And the handsomest boy I have seen in 100 years playing Romeo. Oh my gosh. His name is Douglas something. Anyway, he is just, oh Lordy, that boy is good looking. All right, I'm just doing this one a little lighter. Let's see if we can make it not quite as dark as its friends over there. Yeah, it's a Charles Dickens novel, Thomas. It's a book that he wrote back in, well, I used to know this too. I used to know when Charles Dickens lived. But he also wrote A Christmas Carol and The Old Curiosity Shop, and I'm sure there's about a gajillion others. I did just forgotten the name of many of them. Given a chance, I could probably figure it out. And Oliver Twist, thank you. Yes, Oliver Twist. I was going to say he didn't write Great Expectations. No, he didn't write Great Expectations, did he? No, that was somebody else. Although it may have been him. Usually they are about the poor and the oppressed making good. And Little Nell, is that right? I'm picturing them trying to picture them in my head. I have the complete works of Charles Dickens, but it's in the it's in a box in my garage. A Tale of Two Cities. Yes. A Tale of Two Cities. Great. Yes. Great Expectations. Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so now we can do a little. Yeah, I'm tired of working with those colors. I want to work something else now. So let me put these. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, well, hang on. I have no idea if I'm putting them back where they belong or not. I doubt it. There we go. Sweetheart, yes, I love you, but no, please take that claw out of my thumb now. Thank you, yes. All right, whoops. Sorry. Don't look at me like that. You're the one that's in the way. She says, I don't want to hear I'm in the way, Mom. I am draped over your arm, and that is where I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere else. Hi, Melinda. And that is so funny. Do you know it actually held that comment, Kathy? Love Dickens. I don't know why. Your favorite authors are C.S. Lewis and J.K. Rowling. Both absolutely fabulous authors. C.S. Lewis, obviously they both write in the fantasy genre. But yeah, J.K. Rowling. It's hard to get past Harry Potter being so good, and all those characters and such an imagination at work. It's just, oh my goodness, absolutely amazing. I really enjoy. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Did you all see that Stephanie Meyer is starting to release the rest of the Twilight books, the ones that are all done from Edward's point of view, because they were always written from Bella's point of view, and now it's going to be Edward's point of view. It's so funny how moving them is out of the question. How moving them is out of the question. Oh, books. Books? No, I've moved mine with me everywhere. Oh, you mean the cats? All right. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Well, I could move her, but the problem is that if I speak to her as sternly as I need to get her to not do it, then all of you wouldn't like me, because you'd say I'd be being mean to my cat. And yet, if I gently put her down, she's back up in as long as it takes her to run to the cat tree and make the leap over to the desk again. So it's, it becomes a point of why bother? Why bother trying to move her? Because it isn't going to work out anyway. Either way I approach it, it's not going to work out. Because I actually have to scare her a little to get her to stay off the desk for even 10 minutes at a stretch, and I don't like to do that. For one thing, it's not good for me, and I'm not that person. I'm just not. I can't yell at an animal. You can't yell at an animal, because you know what? Animals don't speak English. They only respond to your tone of voice. And I don't want her to think that I'm mad at her, because I'm not, unless I am. There are plenty of times, like when she barps in my keyboards, I get pretty mad about that. Coughs up a hairball in yet another keyboard. Okay, sweetie. Yeah, we really need to move you, though. Yes, we do. Okay, so those were the greens. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. I'm trying to think of what I want for in here. I almost want more to the browns side in there, but I know that's probably not going to be right. It should probably be the greens or the yellow. Well, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, let's dash over here. I want to do this flower again, because that's a pretty flower. I like that flower. I know I want the terracotta. Is that right? Nope, that's the raspberry. Don't think I want the raspberry, although I do need the Tuscan red for it, I think. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry, but I do really have to move you. Okay, yes. Oh, quick. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. She says, wait, Mommy. Oh, okay. And she's back. Crimson red, yes. Is that right? Scarlet Lake. Trying to remember what I used. And I need my, of course, it's all color combination now, and I don't remember exactly what. I know I was using the mid vermilion, because I always use the mid vermilion, or the pale vermilion. Because I like that. These They're too far away. Okay. I can't read them. Okay, so the pale vermilion, yes. The carmine red. Well, let's go. No, yeah, maybe it was the pumpkin orange. And I'm pretty sure. Okay, all right, we'll try these and see how we do. Corolla, thank you very much for coming. And who is Lavendel? I'm confused. Is that how you say coriander in Dutch? And anyway, bye, Corolla. Have an absolutely fabulous week, honey. And thank you for coming. And I have to pick, you guys, I need to figure out what I need to do to get my attendance at these up. I mean, I realize it's Mother's Day. Am I just that boring? Okay, so these are, or just nothing to learn here. Is that why? I don't know. I've got all these doubts going on in my head. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the, that was the pale vermilion. Just starting out and just sort of lightly going in on, the very centers. So I'm just going to build up layers from the edges. So this is the pumpkin orange. And that is the Scarlet Lake. But I'm missing a, maybe not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not missing it. Maybe I am Scarlet. This is almost too red, isn't it? Let's try the Scarlet Lake. I'm almost certain there's I'm missing the terracotta here. How about I just work on making it pretty? I might have used the Tuscan red as well. All right, now this is the crimson red. Definitely not boring. Well, I think I'm an acquired taste. I just have a tendency to talk. So, yakking it all up. Well, and I go from being brave and, and perfectly happy to go out and promote myself. And then I go all introverted again. So that is, and it's always been that way. So what I need to do is release a new book so I have a reason to, go out and toot my own horn. I know one of the things I am missing is a little bit of a gold. And I still think, well, yeah, that's pretty dark. That's pretty dark, but I still think that I am missing a, whoops, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep hitting the, I still think that I am missing a dark shade. This is the terracotta. That isn't, I don't think that's it. Let's see. Well, actually, you know what? It might be. It might be. Let's try it with the Tuscan red. Let's see if either one of those is actually in here or not. Well, camera control. Okay. That's still in focus. I hope so. All right, so there is, okay, so now let's try the yellow or the orange. Orange, tangerine. And now I need to pull a gold or a yellow. My trusty, my favorite sunburst yellow. I'm just being very, very light with that. Excuse me. I want it to look like there is light, just sort of glowing off of a very soft, velvety leaf. And I think that that is just too bright. So I'm going to switch out the tangerine for the mineral orange and see if that knocks back some of that brightness. And we'll just have to see how it goes. And then once again, I've rubbed my finger over it because you know how Prismacolors are, they give you that sort of waxy look. Well, I just sort of use that to the advantage and smooth it out so that it, is more like more like wax. All right, so we'll start again, only this time with the mineral orange and see if that helps. See if that helps keep it that brightness knocked back a little bit. I don't think that this is going to be the right answer. I can tell you right off the bat, it's just not orange enough. So, going back to, oh, this is the cadmium. This is the cadmium orange hue. So maybe that would be a better choice. We shall see. We shall see. Well, thank you, Tanya. I'm not necessarily fishing for compliments or whatever. I'm more trying to self-improve and bring you guys things that you want to watch. I know that a lot of folks like to, they sort of get caught up in these weekend marathons and, colorathons and stuff like that. And so I'm just trying to figure out what is the best way. it's always a constant self-improvement thing. If videos are my product, I want to bring products that the market wants. How about that? So this one now is the Scarlet Lake. Once again, just sort of bringing it down lightly sort of over the, so it feather whispers harder at the bottom where I'm first setting it down and then whispered up toward the center. And then the darkest, and I'm just going to put that in the areas that would be darkest, like where it comes out from under another petal, or in here where it would be bending sort of in toward the center as it's coming out, here where it would be coming from underneath this petal, and maybe just a little bit on the very outer edge. And everybody smacked that like, ah, thank you, Thomas. And okay, you are watching Boris's confusing COVID. Hi, Louise, by the way. First, hi, Louise. Hello, lovely Louise. And it was confusing. You know, I'm finding our updates to be a little confusing as well. So this is why I started, you know, sort of doing my own research. And, you know, I listened to the actual scientists, the actual doctors, and, you know, add in a little bit of, you know, the fact that their ideal is, you know, that we never have another infection or another, you know, another person who gets it, but, you know, sort of trying to weigh that against the reality of like, yeah, that's going to happen. All right. So now what that does do is it rubs a little bit onto other parts when you rub it with your finger like that. And so I'm looking for a little eraser here because I can just erase that out. Right? So even though I rubbed over it, I suspect I'm going to end up having to go a little bit. What was this? This was the terracotta. And that isn't right. That is not right. And that is just not the right. That isn't the right shade. But it's not, I can't figure out what the right shade is because everything else, this is the Crimson Lake. Everything else seems like it would be too blue. You know what I mean? Too blue of a red. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this exact like I had it. Because I'm just not using the right color. Maybe it was ginger. I think it was ginger or sand. Eggshell. Maybe it was eggshell instead of yellow. I don't know. I'm just going to keep throwing pencils at it until I can't do it anymore. I'm also going to go back to my that tangerine. I liked the tangerine. I'm sorry. I just do. Or the pale vermilion. Sorry, pale vermilion. I like that pale vermilion. I always have. It is one of my favorite paint colors. It is one of my favorite Prismacolors. It's one of my favorite markers. And, Coriander, please settle, honey. Please settle somewhere. Maybe not draped over my hand, but somewhere. She's just stalking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. All right, so this one now is the pumpkin orange. Just layering, layering it up. I am happy to be working on projects that have just, every time I come across them, I go, oh yeah, I really need to finish that. I really need to finish that. Oh, that was going well. I really liked that. Let's see if we can finish it. Okay. So this is the Scarlet Lake. I'm probably a little out of order. 28 years. With 3 grown kids. Wow, Tanya. Good for you. I think that's wonderful. I like sticking it out. I have some dear friends in Nevada who, I'm trying to think, their oldest son has got to be approaching 30 something. And they got married. He's a professor. He's a ball player. What? Hang on. Ah, sweetheart. Thank you. She's laid right in the middle of the, right in the middle. Sorry. She's laid right in the middle of the pencil case. And that would be great if I didn't need to flip the case, if I didn't need to flip the pages. And it's not like there aren't plenty of other places she could lay. And I know she wants to be with me, and she is. Believe me, if she was being deprived of my attention in any way, but she gets my attention 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, minus 2 hours, which are the 2 hours that I come and spend with you guys. So it's not like she's getting deprived of anything. She gets plenty of food and treats, and she's got warm, soft places to sleep. And for 2 hours a week, she's just the bane of my existence. Aren't you? She's sitting over there on the cat tree going, you really, Mom, this is the third time. This is the third time you have made me get off. All right, so that's a little bit better, sort of using the sunshine yellow or sunburst yellow as a final step, as opposed to, with a little of the eggshell under it. It's a little closer to the. It's a little closer to this one. Your head thinks faster than your mouth. That's Katie. Hello, Katie, and happy Mother's Day. And no cat gets enough attention. That's true. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. That no cat gets enough attention. And it is just absolutely lovely to see you. Have not seen you. And we were sad together the other day. I know. After I got your email, uh, and I couldn't believe that news, and so I watched a lot of the videos of because y'all know we lost John Prine to this to the COVID thing, and he was not in good health to begin with. But that being neither here nor there, it's like a little light went out in the world. But thank goodness for all of those wonderful recordings and all the wonderful people who remember. We don't get to keep them for very long, but that they share themselves with us at all, I think is just a blessing. Okay, now I'm liking this a little bit better as I'm sort of getting the hang of it again. I still think there is a color missing, but I don't know what it is. And it might be that I was using a blue-red, and that is really, sorry, I keep hitting that. Stop hitting that, Christine. And that might be what's missing. Pomegranate? Could that have, it might have been pomegranate. I doubt it. It's probably going to turn out to be pomegranate. Oh, look at that. I think it was pomegranate, guys. I think that is what was missing. Let's try it. Nana! Hello, my dear, and happy Mother's Day. And, wait, is it a form of red? Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. I can't either. Katie, I can't either. Well, and then, it's just, yeah, and I know that there's probably some folks who are going, who was Harry Chapin? But he was Cats in a Cradle, or Cats, no. Time in a Bottle, thank you. And many, many others. But that one in particular, oh my goodness. And just amazing talents. Lights in the world. Pomegranate, okay. And pull that out there. So it was the blue-red that I was missing. And so that is it right now. Now I can use this, the eggshell as opposed to the white, to blend. And I'll mush it all around on the surface. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm not positive about those dark purples like that. I like this. I like the one I did first more than I like the one I did, because this one is too pink and this one is dulled down. So it could be age. I mean, it could be because I just did this and that was done several months ago. So we'll just have to wait and see. I love the colors in this. This is turning out too bright, but it is what it is. It could also, once again, could also be that the and this isn't done yet. This is just that's just markers, I think. Yeah, there could be pencil on it already as well. I don't know. So I'm just okay. Blah. Maybe I'll just go back to coloring. Thank you for coming, Nana, and especially to all of the folks who are here. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little time with me on Sunday. On your Sunday, on your Mother's Day. Okay, now, where was I? Where to start? Pale vermilion. So, anyway, it's I'm absolutely, first off, this last week, couple of weeks, I have learned that YouTube is a whole lot bigger than I ever thought it was. I mean, as far as just sheer volume of absolutely fantastic things, and of course, during this, I can't I can't tell you the last time I turned on the television. Because I watch the PBS NewsHour, and it streams live, so I can watch it whenever I want. If I want to watch, and I usually watch yesterday's update when I wake up in the morning, which is not really morning for anybody other than me. Which is very often midnight. If I am waking up for the day, it's usually midnight, since I'm decidedly vampire-esque. Except on Sundays, when I make the effort and wake up early. Binging on Netflix, okay. And Thomas, we are remembering a couple of songwriters, singer-songwriters, folk singer-songwriters, one of whom they're storytellers. One was named Harry Chapin, and he died in I believe, the early 80s, and so quite long before you were born. And the other one is a gentleman by the name of John Prine, and he died just recently of the COVID virus. So, of underlying conditions as well. COVID pushed him over the edge. Yeah, it had been a sort of a week of tragedies, and for me anyway, between having learned of my friend's continued battle with cancer, and the passing of other people that I knew. Okay, so there's that. And crimson red. So this is the darkest red, or darker red. And it's a little bit bright. But still to the orange side of red. And the pomegranates. And that's the Crimson Lake, which is also to the blue side of red. That's the Tuscan red, which is really to the blue side of red. And so where's the pomegranate? Here it is. Also a blue. But really just sort of starting down the blue road of red. Toward the purples. I think we'll just bring it up one side a little bit and then blend it in. And it's nice to see Erin back again. I hope she stays this time at Simple Art for Adults. I saw her post the other day, and then I saw her post a second video. I think it was either today or yesterday. So I hope she stays this time. Hi, Rain. And let's see here. Oh, Erin at Simple Art for Adults. Nana, yeah, Erin Jarbo is her last name. I have no idea why I can remember names, but I've always been able to do it. And alas, then I have to, I can remember the name, but I can't always remember the face that goes with the name if all I see is the face. Which is why I can name all the people that were in these movies, because I've just seen their face and their name together. So that's why I know who they are. All right, once again, pale vermilion. So this is really just a repeat of, of what I did earlier. Hang on a second, I'll show you guys something. And that's where she is right now. You can see she's just off the page. Just hilarious. You remember faces and where they fit, but that's generally not useful. Yeah, and I finally, I just, I've gotten really honest about it. Like my neighbor across the street, I've forgotten her name again. I want to say I have to go back to the video because I think her name is Linda and her dog's name is Zoe. Is that right? I think so. We've lived across the street for 20 years, and I only just learned her name, or if I knew it before, I'd forgotten it. So yeah, I completely get that. But I simply don't. I just say something like, "Oh, you know what? I'm really terrible with names. I remember your face, but I can hardly ever remember your name." And yeah, that works. Say, I've lived across the street from you for 20 years and I still don't know your name. But I still can't remember your name. I still have no idea what their last name is. They're just they were they were Larry and his wife, and now that's Linda and their dog. It's amazing how wonderfully she's doing now, considering how close to death's door she was. Uh, well, I'll tell you what, isn't that the truth, Tanya? Whew. If you have anxiety, you do not want to be watching the news these days. Honey, dear, young man, etc. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, wait, what did Melinda say? Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, Thomas, in that case, then do not watch the news. Just don't watch it. There is no reason to. There's no reason to at all. 92. So that makes you what, 28, Thomas? I actually had to count. It gives you an idea. My brain is tired. I can't do math in my head anymore. That's why I write things down and actually extrapolate the math out, because if I don't get it right. Used to be I could do all that in my head. Now I can't do it anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull these down. This is why coloring with pencils is so difficult for me, because I like it. I love doing it. It just takes a long time to do. Well, This is Katie. That is my problem as well. I almost feel like I have to watch the news because it's kind of gotten to the point where you don't want anybody to get away with anything. Hello, Anne. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone in the neighborhood, and happy Mother's Day to you. And yes, I am a fur baby mama. And there is my fur baby taking her nap and looking so cute doing it right in the middle of of course, the wonderful colored pencils. How are you, Mama Fruit Bat? Are you hanging in there? And welcome, welcome. And totally good hanging. Okay. Totally hanging. All right. Well, that is what we are all doing. We are just hanging. We're not watching news. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're just hanging out. Ooh, really? Oh, that was a good stretch, wasn't it? That was a stretch. That was not a spasm. Oh, look, it's a paw. It's a paw. Oh, well. Oh, wait, Melinda. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, long-term depression is just the worst. Ask me how I know. But I digress on to happier thoughts. Okay, so now back to the pale vermilion again. Do we sense a theme going on? I do love these colors. Whoops. Hi, Kenny. Lovely to see you, my dear. And hi, Jill. And thank you so very, very much. Oh, dear. Oh, really? Really? Look at what's going on here. Yeah, and now what? Now look what it is. Hello. I was coloring that. I was coloring that. Oh, Kenny, never worry. Never worry. Uh, hello, Katrina. Where'd you guys all come from? Come on. Fess up. You've all been somewhere because you're all coming in together. All right. Anyway, oh, yes, you're being very sweet and very cute. Yes, you're showing off for all the new guests who just came through the door, aren't you? Yes. Oh, you're a very good cat now. Go away. Yes, that's enough. Unless this is the Christina and the Coriander show, so I should let her just have her way, huh? Yeah, okay. You see what she's done. She's laying on my hand. So that way, if I move, she is immediately alerted of it. Alerted of it, which is that is her go-to position wherever my one hand is not being used, that the cat is on it so that she is aware of I can't actually get up and sneak out on her. Uh, and it's just so funny. Speaking of which, Ms. Kenny, happy day this coming week. I hope. And happy Mother's Day, by the way, to you as well. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. So this is the Crimson Lake. So I'm just going to lightly come down with that. And that is amazing. That's, Anne, I was watching your video on that. That was so kind of scary. The idea that, I'm just glad you figured it out. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you very much. We're getting there slowly but surely. I marker based everything, so. And this was a while back, so this is, excuse me. I've been working on this for a long time. Feels like months. I work on it a little and then I put it down, and then I work on it a little and then I put it down. I got it under control with one pill. Speaking of which, and I noticed that the news was reporting that sort of the widespread medications like your dad uses are in short supply these days. So I just wanted to make sure that he's doing okay too. So hopefully all of that is resolving itself as these companies are able to finally fill orders that they have not been able to. Okay, I'm looking for the pomegranate. Who took it? There it is. So up here at the edge. And blend that down. Technically, I don't really have any paper tooth left, but it still works okay. Oh, that is so cool. I am really glad. 27. Okay. So you'll be 28 later this year then. Speaking of which, I need to remember to send my ex a birthday greeting. It'll freak him out. Sorry. I couldn't resist. I think it'll freak him out that I remember. I don't usually. I mean, because only because I talked to him this year. Although I think that I usually remember on the day, but it's not like I have any reason to do anything about it. But one can never have too many birthday greetings, so. Let's see here, Kenny. Oh, that's wonderful, Kenny. That's wonderful. Is Joe coming home? Is he coming home this week? That's what I wanted to know. And that question was for Kenny. And that is so wonderful. I am so thrilled for you. Yes, Thomas. Got it. 27. Hi, Inez. Welcome. Nova Scotia. Love it. He was supposed to be home in 2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Because of a fresh outbreak? Oh, Kenny. I know. I marked my calendar to send you a yippee yahoo. Hawaii. Wait, the Hawaii, the Hawaii province of Canada. And where would that be? Inez. The Hawaii province of Canada. Oh no. Uh, West Coast. Okay, got it. All right. Got it. So the BC, Vancouver, that side. That's that of Canada. Uh, yeah, I didn't do anything for my 61st either, except just, I made myself a cake. That was it. Of course, that's not unusual because I don't usually do anything, but sorry. It's not like it was any be a big change. Uh, oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. I know that you have just been now, not to interject any, but is it safe, Kenny? Because I know you're gonna want to be all over her, hugging her and kissing her and all of that. But is it safe? And it just doesn't seem worth it. Well, actually, the reason why I wanted to do it is because he is exactly 1 year older than I am, or exactly 11 months, and couple of days. Uh, that's what I thought, Kenny. Just honey, be careful, sweetie. The world needs you in it, and that's the only caution I will offer. And you will obviously do what you want to do. After all, there are some things that are worth it. There are some things that are worth the risk. Uh, and then now I've lost my train of thought on what I was talking about. Oh, why I was going to send my ex a greeting this year. But it is, he's going to be 62. So if he wanted to, he could take early Social Security. So that's what I was going to say. I was going to, instead of saying happy birthday, I was going to say happy early Social Security Day. Now I'm just going to go over that lightly with that sunburst orange or sunburst yellow. You can see this is obviously one of my favorite pencils. It is short. Sweetheart, you're trying to push me off screen, aren't you? Yeah, I can move the camera. See? You can't keep that camera in one spot. Now I don't remember where I was. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the Tuscan red. Coming out from under here. In just a second while I wait, I have to get this. I remember my age. Be all over her. I don't care. That's what I meant. They've been sequestered too. You made your mother laugh. You should have recorded it. You told her you had. I told her I had nothing for Mother's Day, so I would dance for her. I did all sorts of crazy things, spanking my and I'll bet you that she appreciated that more than she would have a present. Because at this point in time, we all kind of have everything that we need. And the love of a daughter is priceless. So, so congrats to you, Anne, for making her laugh. Uh, just as the love of a son is priceless. So, what did Aaron do for you for Mother's Day? And let's see. I would have loved to have seen that, Anne. Did you happen to get any video? And would you redo it? Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, you did the Carlton. Oh my goodness. Uh anyway, it's such a fun, sweet idea. It really is. uh She laughed so hard. Aaron is bringing mom, and that's nice. That is sweet. Yes, he's a sweet, sweet son. Sweet son, sweet grandson. Sorry, I don't know that I'm going to be able to. Just doing Tuscan red down here in the shadows. Wow, it is 3:45 already. How is that possible? I am telling you what, time just time just zooms by. Excuse me. I could do without these huge temperature fluctuations every day. Or every couple of days. I mean, didn't we just have almost 80-degree weather and now we've got a polar vortex? It's only 50 something degrees outside. This is the South, for pity's sake. It's supposed to be warm. Okay. All right. So that's the Tuscan red. All right. So now we can do the pale vermilion. This we just need to leave it a little bit lighter. Not necessarily glowy, but just lighter toward the edges. The pumpkin orange. Hello. There we go. Pumpkin orange. Just sort of going right over it. This is 110-pound cardstock, if anybody wants to know. And it takes the pencils beautifully. Of course, I marker based. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was thinking about you guys up there in Canada, and because Nova Scotia it's actually further east. Is that right? Or yeah, I think you are further to the east even than the Atlantic coast, right? 37 to 45 throughout the day yesterday with light snow flurries. And you're in, I want to say it's Illinois. Is that right, Jill? Somewhere around in there? Illinois, Ohio. The snowstorm missed you. That's good. Not touching that, not with a 10-foot pole. Okay. Pennsylvania. Okay. I knew it was in that general vicinity somewhere up there away. Illinois. No snow there. Okay, that's good. But you got big wind, right? 75 and sunny in Bama today. Well, I'm coming there. Was 45 last night. Yeah. Niece's place in North Dakota. Right on the coast. Okay, got it. Oh, I bet it's pretty though. Oh, that rugged shoreline. Oh my goodness gracious. Beautiful stormy seas, fog. I just love that kind of coastline. I really do. I don't know that I would like it as a steady diet, but I love to, I certainly love to look at it in movies. Okay. So this now is the Scarlet Lake. Just sort of going in there. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to blend out those lines or not. I can tell you that is not the right color to do it with. Yeah, not overly pleased with how that one turned out, but it's not bad. It's just too much. Wait, there we go. This is a true blender pencil, so let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, it's not bad. I just wanted it to glow a little bit at the end. Hi, Jack. And hi, Fern. And hi, Mona. That is so wonderful. Thank you all for being here. And for all of y'all. All y'all. There's y'all, and then there's all y'all, which is the plural. Y'all is singular. Uh, how is Jerry Jack? And please say hi. And April, if you are out there, honey, thank you so very, very much. I don't know if maybe you're not chatting or whatever, but thank you so very, very much. I didn't get any kind of a notification, but thank you for anybody who chooses to support my channel through either the super chat or through the PayPal tip jar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I've been meaning to say thank you, April, for 2 weeks now, and I keep forgetting. So, I mean, I don't keep forgetting, but I did not, at first I didn't get a notification at all. And it wasn't until I stumbled into my PayPal account that I found a lovely tip there. It was very kind of you. Especially considering that I had and really useful considering I've had to spend $30 a whack at Walmart only to be disappointed every time they don't deliver toilet paper. It's like the only thing I needed was the toilet paper. Everything else was just filling the pantry. I know, isn't it wonderful to see Katie? I am so glad to know that you're okay. I because especially after Katie and I were right in the middle of a conversation or an email exchange when the news came in about John Prine, and it was very sad. We were both very sad. I'm pulling in. Yeah, I'm not happy with that one. I don't like that one. It's not looking the way I want it to, so maybe I need to munch this around. With that. Meantime, I've got the cat over here itching her ear. Or scratching her ear. Let's see here. You all get your tails in this house right this minute, or I'm telling y'all's daddy. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. I was just trying to catch up a little bit on the chat. I don't think I've worked on anything other than this flower for the last 2 hours, have I? Is that possible? Oh, well, I did. Yeah, I did that one. But see, this is why it's dangerous for me to color with pencils, because I'm likely, it's likely to take forever. At this point in time, I'm really just sort of mushing the pigment around. Hey, mushing the pigment around. Crimson Lake. out just a little bit here on the edges. See if I can't do this one a little bit better. That one just is hopeless. Okay. This one's a little bit better. Kind of helps if I concentrate on it. And remember that the best results are from light layers, several light layers, as opposed to just 2 or 3 heavy duty ones. So there we go. That's better. Bye, Inez. Have a good week. And thank you very much for coming. And canceled our yearly 3-day weekend. Oh, that's sad. It's sad for all of the plans that get canceled and all of that. But remember that hopefully there will always be another year to do it. This thing is not going to go away. It's going to be around a while. I suspect that we'll end up learning to live with it in one way or another. Hopefully we'll have a vaccine, but probably not today or tomorrow. In the meantime, isn't it interesting how is anybody else discovering this? That we really are a consumer society. All of the stuff that we used to do just for the pursuit of happiness, as opposed to because it's something that we actually needed. And who knows, maybe more people will learn to cook and people will be nicer to one another. And yeah, and all of that kind of good stuff. 2 to 5 of it. Oh, wow. Eek. 2 out of the 5 of you are only okay. I'm sorry about that, Katie. I am so sorry about that. That's yeah. Oh, yowza. That is a lot of hours, long hours. To all of the people that are having to work it, and and all of that. Anyway, it has now just come on 4 o'clock, and I'm supposed to be done. And I usually like to clear the way for Joe Beth and the other people that come on at 4 o'clock. I know that Cal Withington is supposed to be on, but I didn't see her notification, but I didn't notice it. Mickey, are you still here? Because I know that Mickey usually goes to Cal's, and Cal, I think, came on at 3. So, anyway, Everybody, thank you. It's just like, I don't want to leave. I feel like I just got started, but I realize that my 2 hours is up. So I am going to say uh, thank you all so very, very much for coming. I do hope that you will consider, if you are not already owners of any of my work, that you will consider uh, either a book, of which there are a whole bunch, or a PDF purchase of anything at my Etsy shop. There are links in the description below. And this, of course, is the book that this particular image comes from. It is my lead off image. And all the sales stuff done, I will simply say, until we meet again, please color something pretty. And thank you, everybody. Thank you all for being here and putting up with my little accident there and all of that. And I will be doing midweek videos on works in progress, and I'm just gonna yak it up like I did the last one. People really seem to like that. So, and to the lady, in case she's watching, who says, Christine, would you name some of these movies that you talk about? I will do my best to go back in my history and see if I can find the names of those for you. And everybody have a absolutely wonderful week and color something pretty. Bye, everyone, from Coriander and me.